What's up, guys? Jake here at the 2025 ICAST show. We're finally into the show floor. Day one, we're super excited. And first thing we're gonna go check out is a new product showcase and check out all the nominations for Best of Show. So let's go. All right, I think first things first, we're gonna head over to freshwater hard baits and stuff. Let's go check it out. Oh. Check these out. Snag proof. I think these is Zoe props. Oh, well, too close to the camera there. I saw these a couple months ago. It's really cool, kind of unique, soft body toad style bait, but it's almost like a spook, but completely weedless like a frog with a prop on the back. So you can kind of twitch it, make, kind of buzz across the surface. That thing's super cool. What else do we got here? Bring it in here. See a new frog from Fishlab. Got a couple sizes. And we check this out. I haven't even seen this yet. Look, it's got a little rattle on the tail of it. So new frogs, rattles on the tail, make some noise. That thing's cool. Oh, look at these. I think this is one we were really pumped about. This new Yamamoto, what's it called? The Yama Bug. Dude, just like a small, compact bait, gonna be good for like a jig trailer, but also a nice flipping bait. I didn't really realize it, but they kind of did a rib design right here on the body where your hook point is. So got a lot of meat up here for your keeper, kind of keep that thing locked in, but then also not as much plastic to drive that hook point, and then some nice flappers on it. And then of course you got Yamamoto colors. Let's see what else we got. Anything we miss over here? Oh yeah, bunch of stuff. More dice. So this is going to be a popular one this year. This is from Strike King, the Tumbleweed. So Tumbleweed, I think these things come in $10.99. I think you get a 3-pack of them. So a little more cost effective than some of the other maybe JDM dice. Those are cool. Got Hinge Minnow. We did a video yesterday with some of our pros and Tactical Bassin talking about this bait. It's kind of a unique fluke style bait. When I first saw it, I didn't notice that it had these kind of wings on the side of it. So just something unique and kind of help this bait glide. It's got that hinge tail, get a little bit different action. One of the things I think it was Tim was talking about it, is winding this thing really fast, and actually it swims on like a jig head. So something that you can actually burn and then kill it, get a little bit different action. I was actually thinking about like EWG style hook, so you can fish it on, it's got the split belly, so fish on an EWG, and then those wings, maybe get it to glide a little bit more side to side, a little bit different action than the regular fluke. Let's see. Oh. Z-Man with their swag LTs, which is cool because check it out. Like you can do top hook or bottom hook design on it. So swim bait with a line through, but you can change it up if you want to run a treble on the bottom or top hook. Cool. See what else we can find in here. This one got a collab from Strike King and Tater Hog, which this is a color I didn't get to see. Look at the paint job on that thing. So almost getting like custom style glide bait for really good price. I think they're like $44.99 or something like that. Charlie probably knows better than I do. But rotating hook hangers, and if you've ever tried to purchase like a Tater Hog bait, they're like $200. And now you can get one that's from Strike King, ABS plastic, nice hardware on it, some really sweet colors, but nice details. Supposed to swim really, really well, and $45. Oh, here's that thing.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah, I've only seen this one on the internet, so we actually haven't got to see one of these in person yet. So what's it called? The KGB K-rig. So it's like 3 glide baits all rigged together. This thing is gnarly. So 3 glide baits all together. It's got 3 hooks on it, but I think you tie off to this middle one. But the swimming action of this thing is insane. I saw it in a pool, and it's just all 3 baits are like a school of like gizzard shads all together. So this one I'm super excited to try out. And we're gonna go over to the SPRO booth. We're actually gonna talk to Kevin from KGB and actually get a rundown on this and maybe some tips how to throw it, what gear to throw it on. That thing's super exciting. This one from G-Ratt. This one is the that Steve Kennedy glide. And we actually got to see Steve Kennedy was out yesterday, out on the water throwing this, and he was kind of showing the purpose of this bait. So he's got it to where it's weighted perfectly so it just suspends, and they were throwing it next to the dock out on the water, and he'd twitch that thing and twitch it and glide it, and it would just hang right there underneath the dock. So G-Ratt did an awesome job actually getting the weight kind of perfect on this one. If you want the Sneaky Pete glide, one, you're also going to get really cool colors with this Steve Kennedy edition, but this thing's weighted to where it's going to perfectly suspend and just kind of hang right there under the dock, which is going to be useful for not just dock fishing, but all types of cover, and just get this thing to suspend and kind of hang out right where you want it and kind of trigger a few more bites. Let's see here. Swim baits. Oh, Jigs from Dirty Jigs. We got that new Weekender series. So if you're a big fan of Dirty Jigs, you're going to like these. So a little bit cheaper price point. They just tone back maybe some of the features, like you're not going to get the 3-tone head. So, I mean, you just have still a really nice head, high quality powder coating on it, but it's not going to have the 3 different colors, which most of the time you probably don't need anyway. And save you a little bit of money, still get a high quality Dirty Jigs head. This guy was super interesting. You can see in the package, but this is the Bill Lewis Afterburner. This is the first time I've seen one of these too. So it's like an ABS body with some it's got scales on it on this color, but it's got a swivel on the back and a blade, and you kind of fish it like a crankbait, but it sinks, so you can kind of go wherever in the water column with it. And that thing's supposed to show up really good on FFS, and it's really compact. So just something I've never seen before. It's almost like a front runner shape, but it's going underwater, which is pretty unique. Glide baits, more jigs. Oh, more from SPRO, another KGB one. They're doing a KGB little guy. First time I got to see this one. So a little mini version of the KGB. So we're gonna go check that one out here in a little bit as well. Get a full rundown on that. This one's from Yo-Zuri, another glide bait. So this shape is familiar because it's from their Yo-Zuri's Dual Hardcore lineup. So Dual Hardcore is Yo-Zuri's other sister company. They brought this back over, kind of retuned it a little bit, made some updates to it, and now it's underneath the Yo-Zuri line. And I think this glide bait's only like, let's see, $24.99. Pretty hard to beat price. So if you're looking for a glide bait just to kind of get into it, not break the bank, but still has high quality finishes, great hardware on it, check that one out from Yo-Zuri. Let's hit some of the tables. Or we go over to rods, check out the rods. A lot of rods. Oh, for all the Minnow Kings. 13's got these new rods coming out, and they've got a bunch of models that are specifically for minnow fishing. So it'll say right on the rod. Some of the new inline models they've got the minnow shaker, so it says shaker right there on the rod. They've also got some rods, I think, made for the jig and wrap. So the northern anglers, especially jig and wrap fans, got some rods specifically made for that. Oh, this is another one we got to go get a rundown on. Hopefully we can find Brian Latimer here later in the show. So Level has got a new series of rods. They did a collaboration with Brian Latimer. So right there, got B-Lat right there on the blanks. But these are his actions and the rods that he uses the most. What is the price on these guys? $139.99. But it's not like a giant lineup of rods. Just kind of the actions that he uses the most, like cranking rod. I think there's like a jig stick in there. The regular 7-foot medium heavy fast, kind of a do-all, and then he's got a couple nice spinning rods. I know he fishes shaky head a lot, but these things are sweet. High quality blank, and then you're getting like carbon reel seat nut, cork handle, and there's another carbon butt on the end of it. These guys too. I'm excited to go check these out at St. Croix. This is their new flagship rod, the new Legend X2. I mean, St. Croix's been making just phenomenal rods for I don't know how many years, and this is their new flagship rod. So I know all the best of their technologies have gone into this. You know, so whatever the highest modulus blanks and whatever new technologies they've added into making blanks, also premier guides and inserts on these, and then down here on the handle looks like they're using some kind of carbon style material to kind of lighten up that blank. Probably you're going to transmit more bites into your hand, and this kind of unique handle design, but it's crazy comfortable. It does have that, it's kind of a modified of that trigon shape, but super comfortable in your hand. Really cool series. Oh, also new KVD series. So KVD's got a new lineup of rods coming out, and rods and reels, whole new KVD lineup coming out from Lews. So make sure to check that out. We're gonna go stop by and see Kevin as well. But all his favorite actions, everything's also labeled. So I know that on his series, he's got numbers on there, so you can kind of tell what rod power and what you need for whatever specific technique. Go hit reels real quick. Look at that thing, dude. Going ice fishing? Power auger. New reels. This one from Baits. This is the Baits Hundo 50. So I wasn't sure specifically myself exactly how they did the naming on it, but this is actually a 150 size reel. And you see how compact this thing is and not that wide, and it's got that deep 150 spool in it. I think this one's going to be a huge hit with baits. So a 150 is almost, you know, a perfect like kind of do it all size reel. And these things are built like absolute tanks. I mean, I say that and it's machined out of aluminum, but yeah, it is built like a tank, but it doesn't feel super heavy. It feels super lightweight and crazy comfortable. And I mean, this thing's gonna last you a lifetime with how well it's built. New spinner from Daiwa, the new Ballistic. This is gonna be your bread and butter tournament angler. I think they're like 200, 250 bucks, something like that. But just all around high performance new spinning reel from Daiwa. They've got the MQ design on there. So you can see right here, you know, they can put that bigger gear in there. Just keeps everything in line, gives you more power with that monocoque body design. And these things, it's air drive design, so it feels like nothing when you're trying to spin this reel. Super comfortable. Mag sealed, so it keeps all the water and junk and stuff out of your reel. Gonna help it last a lot longer. There's another high-end spinner. So we talked about this one yesterday with Tactical, the new Shimano Exscence. This is the one that's got that drag system on it that it's the, I think it's called the Rapid Fire. So if you, just one click on this drag is actually equivalent to like a full spin on other spinning reels, which is, I know it would be some learning curve with that. I would definitely need to get used to that, but really cool that, you know, you can run your drag a little bit heavier to get a nice hook set, especially when you got a really far cast out there, and then just a couple clicks down, and you can really loosen that drag up in a hurry, especially when you get those big 4, 5, 6 pound smallmouth next to the boat and they take a surge. You want to have that drag loosened up so you don't lose them and break them off. Here's here's A-Train's new Wacky rig reel. I know he's probably checking this out. He probably wants us to bring one back for him anyway, but Talica 40, pretty cool. All right. Oh, don't break the glass. Kind of head over to some of these tables, see what they got over there. Terminal tackle, Charlie's favorite aisle. Oh, this one's pretty interesting. This is that Buckeye scoop head, and you can actually see it really well on this size. So you got to think of that scoop as kind of like a reversed bill on a crankbait. So it actually forces your bait to come up. So if you're going to fish super shallow water, you want to scope in really shallow water, that thing will it'll force your bait up instead of like a tungsten head that's made to just go straight down. Kind of allows you to kind of hover your bait a little bit shallow water, which is, I never would have thought of that. I don't know what that is. Rattle ball bearing swivel. There you go, Charlie. Swivel with a rattle in it. That's a nice swivel. We're not. This has got to be some kind of saltwater thing, but rattling swivels. Oh, there's another Buckeye one, past one. This is one that really caught my eye this year. That Piggyback. So really unique design. You kind of just screw lock your plastic in there, and this rides across the back. So it's supposed to really increase that roll action. So if you're looking for another scope bait or a scope jig head, just to try something different, I'm sure there's probably some plastics that are going to work better than others on this. But that thing, super unique shape. Probably works for a lot of vertical jigging as well. Some new stuff from Gamakatsu. This one's cool too. I think I saw that antenna hook. So I first thought this was just like a hook they were gonna, be offering for wacky rigging or, something like that. But people are actually threading baits on there, and then they're taking those little antennas and kind of bending them out and kind of, they're acting like a deflector. So you can run your bait through heavy cover on like a Jika rig and it doesn't hang up as much. Here's a couple more jig heads. So from Missile, that eye roll, which has got that, I'll turn it upside down so you can kind of see it, welded ring on there. So you don't have to tie a loop knot, you tie a regular knot and increase your rolling action. Just allows that thing to roll side to side, and it's gonna be a lot stronger than actually having to use a loop knot since you got a welded ring. Then the pure tungsten guppy head. So pure tungsten head, super super small, compact, light wire Gamakatsu hook. So really premium jig head for kind of all your finesse applications. I think that wraps it just about up. Oh, new line. So I got to try this out actually. Yo-Zuri Superbraid 9. I think it's what it is, Superbraid 9. So actually a 9-strand braid. So there's one core in the middle and 8 strands wrapped around it. So a little bit different than like your normal 8-strand. It is really smooth like an 8-strand, not rough like a 4-strand braid. But with that core in the middle, it actually keeps it really, really round. And this stuff is, like I said, I got to try it. It's incredibly smooth. Even with, if you're saltwater fishing with an open face reel and you got a level wind yourself with your thumb, didn't even have to use finger tape, fished it all day, and it's super, super smooth. So pretty interesting braid. I'm a big fan of the smooth braid myself, especially for like flipping, just making things more quiet. I think that just about wraps it up for the best of show preview here at ICAST 2025. Got to see a few things that are kind of coming out this year. We're pretty excited about it. We're about to run all over the show floor and film tons of videos, get tons of coverage for you guys over the next few days. We'll have the winners announced here, I think Thursday, Friday, something like that. And then we'll actually get to check in with all the best of show winners. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more coverage from ICAST 2025.